Hey! This is Spike Nailz, host of The Gold, a monthly featured artist series brought to you by Upstairs Man Studios and Midwest Gold Records.
This month's featured band is Lost Magic. Hey everybody, Spike Nailz here again, co-founder of Midwest Gold Records and host of The Gold. I'm joined today by Mason the Mutilator, Ian Eye Candy, and Rotten Roddy of Lost Magic, a rock and roll band based out of Holland, Michigan, and one of our early signees onto the label. Start out, can you guys give us a little intro into the band's history? You know, who are you? What instruments do you play? How'd you meet? That kind of thing.
All right, I'm Mason, the Mutilator, apparently.
I'm Rod. I forgot my name. I play drums.
I'm Ian, the Eye Candy. I agree with that one, and I play the bass.
What was Rod's name again?
Rotten Roddy.
Rodney.
Rodney.
I play guitar and vocals.
And I do the bass, guitar, and sometimes vocals, but very rarely.
Word.
And Rod does the drums.
I do drums.
And sometimes vocals, but actually not.
I do
Cool.
vocals in my head, yeah.
Yes,
Nice. Just don't let him on the mic.
He's going to
Yeah,
do
no.
ad-libs on our next album. It's going to be pretty sick.
Cool. So what does your songwriting process look like as a band? Is there one person that's taking charge, or is it, more collaborative?
It's both. I write probably 90% of the material, but it's also very collaborative because when I write, it's just kind of me and a guitar and some like humming, like that's kind of it. And then I bring it to these guys and we really work it out.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we have a couple ideas.
they throw riffs, lyrics, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
We'll bring stuff to the three of us in a rehearsal, and then we'll
on
kind of jam on it, and then
Yeah.
we'll decide the final arrangement.
Yeah.
Depending on what we all feel the direction of the song should be, and then we try to rehearse songs a good number of times
Yeah.
before we even go into the studio, because songs tend to kind of take shape, and there's little riffs and licks and little accent patterns that we'll invent as we're jamming
little
it.
mistakes that we end
That-
up leaving.
yeah.
That we end up
That we like
leaving
and we
in.
keep in. So.
We end up leaving them in.
That's why I pick rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Rock
Strategic.
And roll, yeah, is very good for sloppy players that
Oh, yeah.
like to invent things as they're going along.
How often do you
different.
think you guys get together to play together, I guess? Yeah.
Probably
Get
once
together
a
to
week.
play
Once
together.
a week we try.
We try once a week.
Busy schedules, but
Yeah, he's a manager at work, and I used to be, and I moved to Grand Rapids this last year, so it's just been a little more hectic, but it's we just try to pick one day a week and set it aside and play a couple hours.
that's kind of all we need too, because I don't know. Our chemistry's we're always locked in,
Yeah.
One jam session.
pretty off the-
pretty good
off the
for
cuff.
a gig
Yeah,
or whatever.
Like,
yeah, if
Even if we don't rehearse, it kind of we're
Yeah,
winging it, bro. Well, it'll add
Yeah,
to
we'll-
it,
yeah.
That's kind of part of our thing too.
That's the sloppiness,
Yeah.
I honestly think that the best practice that can be had is it's not rehearsals, it's playing a lot of gigs.
Yeah.
I've felt I'm the most dialed in when I have 2-3 gigs in a row, or even 2 one weekend and 2 the next.
Mhm.
And
The
that's-
best ideas will happen when we forgot the song. Or
Yeah.
we,
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
the part.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be oh, what was that? That was really cool.
Yeah.
Do that again.
Yeah.
And then it'll just go like that.
We just kind of change the songs. There are some songs off the first album that they
play
medley
so
together
differently
live
now.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Some of them have different parts. I think one of them has a different bridge even.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's just fun.
They just
Always
continue
evolving.
they continue to evolve
Never
over
stop
time.
changing the song.
The lyrics get interchanged and are different every time.
Yeah, and I
Stuff
think
like that.
I think the songs have lives of their own.
Yeah.
Rock and roll songs really do. Especially the old ass ones, the Beatles and Stones stuff. It'll live forever, I think. And there can be about 1 million versions of those songs, and they'd still sound cool. It's just you take the core of the song, and you can just kind of do this kind of rearranging and morphing around it, and you get something that's totally original, even though it's still the same lyrics and chords.
Yeah,
Nice.
shout out for all the, nerds that are still out there looking for all those unfound versions of Led Zeppelin songs.
Yeah,
I love
shout
that.
out to
I'm
those
that
guys.
kind of fan, dude.
Yeah,
I love that kind
somebody
of stuff.
has to do it. It's not me, but
Yeah.
somebody is.
Somebody has to do it.
It's good to know that guy is spending, or girl, or non-binary person is spending all that time trying to perfect that.
Growing up, was it always your guys' dreams to be in a rock and roll band?
Oh yeah, since I was 7.
I was unhealthily obsessed with it, and I probably still am.
Yeah. Well, it started for me when I was 7. My cousin lived with my grandparents, and then they got a drum set for him, and then he taught me how to play drums, and then I just listened to the Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses, and I learned to play drums just by listening, pretty much, and play the album all the way through, and then ever since then, I always wanted to be in a band, and always want to keep music in my life, and then I met, Mason.
I just was like, oh, that'd be cool as a kid, and then he just threw it like to the universe. And
Yeah.
came back.
Yeah.
Just kind of bounced
Came back
on
to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I'm like one of the most indecisive people in like the history of ever, because like I've had
And
like
changes his mind
yeah,
on a weekly
seriously,
basis.
yeah. On a weekly basis, I'll be like, man, I'm so excited for that show, and then like the next rehearsal, I'll be like, fuck that place. I don't
Yeah,
wanna go
frick
there.
this
I'm not
venue,
doing
bro.
that.
Frick this venue.
So I feel like I wanted to be like an astronaut and a football player and a mechanic and all this shit. And then like I had this dream like one day when I was like 10 years old. I'd been just surrounded by music. Like everybody in my family's a musician. Like you're the black sheep if you don't play 1 or 2 instruments and sing all the time. So I was like, all right, like I got to figure out what my thing is. And I was like, I played a little guitar, and I remember like really getting into some of like the like old school shit. Like when Guitar Hero 2 came out, I didn't want to name drop it, but like that was a big thing for people like of my generation.
I didn't know
right?
that about you.
Yeah.
I don't know how I
Number
feel
3
about that.
influenced my music taste.
All
for
those
sure.
songs came out, and then I just like had a
Keeping that a
dream
secret, huh?
one day that I was like at the end of that game, and I was like in that scene where they're like playing fucking Freebird, and I was like on the stage, and everybody was like crying, and like it got enhanced because one of my dad's best friends passed away like that year, and he listened to Leonard Skinner a shitload while he was on his deathbed. So like in that dream I was playing, and he was in the crowd, and like I was like playing for him and everyone, and like ever since then I was like, I think that's my vision, is like having the ability and the power to like connect with an audience full of people like that, and have it be huge and everybody to be feeling the same thing and be on that same wavelength.
That's awesome. that was a great answer. So you guys all kind of got into this a little bit with that last one, but yeah, what were some of your favorite artists growing up, and do they influence the sound of Lost Magic today?
Yes. As a kid, I just played games like Tony Hawk's Underground, like they have punk soundtracks and stuff. So that was kind of my first influence. Then I got into Jack White, 90s, just grunge, everything. It's just
Pumpkins.
stayed with me the whole time. Yeah, Pumpkins,
Yeah.
Nirvana, Hendrix too is dope.
Alice in Chains.
Yeah, Alice in Chains.
I started with Guns N' Roses. That was my first like exposure to rock, courtesy of my cousin that got me into drums. And then like Ian got into Guitar Hero 2. I got Guitar Hero 3 really influenced my my music taste. Yeah, so all that, especially like the further you go, like I just kept going down the rabbit
Tony
hole.
Hawk had a Rage Against the
definitely-
Machine on it.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, dude, I was hooked.
That shit
I was
went hard,
hooked.
Or the old WWE games, like SmackDown vs.
Yeah,
Raw,
those are
2006,
some good
7, and
ones,
like 8 and
too.
9. Those are the ones. That's like that's what
Drew,
influenced
you
me.
were just
so.
talking about the fucking ATV.
Yeah, ATV
Yeah.
Off-Road Fury 4.
Yeah,
I still
that
listen to the
one.
playlist for ATV Off-Road
Yeah,
Fury
yeah.
today. That was one of my big influences growing up. I was like, wow, like if you want to be cool, you got to listen to this music, because like these super cool guys are doing backflips on their ATVs and shit.
Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah, I mean, like Guitar Hero 2 was like a good starting point, but I mean, my shit's all over the place again with this, because like my parents were like giant folk and blues fans. They were also like really religious, so like I didn't hear a lot of like rock until I was like in high school. And then I remember like, it was always like a Christian version of whatever, right? You like got like the Walmart Great Value, like
Dang.
Kids Bop.
yeah, exactly.
Kids Bop.
Exactly.
You're like, Kids
That's my
Bop.
biggest influence.
But like I remember when I was
Kids Bop.
like maybe like almost
Still
about to
your
go into high
ads.
school, and I went and I bought my own CDs for the first time, and I got Metallica, Pink Floyd, and what was the other one? Oh, I remember I hit my emo phase right after that too. So I had like Alisana and The Devil Wears Prada too.
Brad had
And,
his emo phase too.
yeah, a little
I'm
Green Day,
still in it.
and I would just
Still
like
in it.
bump the same 5 CDs
Same
on repeat,
face.
because I was like, it's this or listen to like Amy Grant with my mom. I think I'd rather listen to my Pink Floyd and Green Day.
I had Green Day too.
Cool. So if you guys could play any venue in the whole world, where would it be, and who would be on the bill with you guys?
I was assigned to give this
Yeah.
answer.
I don't know.
I'm a traveler
I don't
and like
know.
the venue aficionado, but I would reopen CBGB and I would have us and Common Molly on the bill, co-headlining, and we would burn the fucking roof off that bitch. And then
Have it
reclose
closed
it.
down again.
Close it back down.
Grand opening. And
Yes.
done.
So I do want to give a shout out to Kamamali because they were the guys that told me about you. You know, I
Shout
had
out
never
to
heard of you
Kamamali.
before.
Shout out
Kamamali came
to
around, so thank you, Kamamali, for
Yeah,
Lost
thank
Magic
you
being here
guys.
today.
Great guys.
We love you.
I got a couple more questions here. They do get a little weirder. So
go.
when you guys were setting up for the session earlier today, I saw you set up some sort of mystical, trippy colored orb.
You weren't
And
supposed to see
you,
that.
I'm sorry. I don't know what was happening before I got there.
We're going to have some words after this when
Yeah.
the mics aren't rolling.
But you guys performed what I can only describe as spooky seance. So my question, what's up with that?
How? But no one's supposed to see that.
Well, okay, so
I don't know, we really can't say
we're-
too much about that, but
we're contacting some ancestors.
Yeah.
That's
it has
all we
to
can
do
say.
with them.
There was
Some biblical figures, you know, kind of stuff like that.
There's some people in our past, in our family history, that did some pretty metal shit, and
Yeah.
we try to kind of summon some of their energy
Yeah.
into some of our music.
Okay.
We already saw that though.
I wish I got a little more out of that. I guess I'll have to talk to you guys off camera to get the full, full
we
story
can't,
there.
We can't reveal too much.
No.
Yeah. And then my final question, I want you each to tell me a scandalous secret that you wouldn't want your friends or family to hear about. And I swear we're going to cut this part out. This is just for
Oh, we're
just
gonna
for
cut
me.
it?
Yeah.
We're gonna cut it?
We're
Oh.
going to cut it. It's gonna
Okay.
be
I'll say it then.
Okay, good.
Anyways, that was Lost Magic. Join us next time.
Wait, why are you doing it
For
now?
the gold.
I thought it was cut.
Rock on. All right, now cut that
Yeah,
out.
baby. Can we start over? Do the whole
Wait,
thing
we
over.
weren't recording,
Do
right?
the whole thing over, yeah.